October 11, 2023, somebody asked about the gear legs. And so here we go on what I know about them, which is not much, but I might be able to get more info later date. So the question was that they looked from somebody, and I apologize, I forgot who it was, about them not being very strong. And so there's two kinds of gear legs, a Dowdy Rodal and a Boughton Paul. And most people run the Dowdy Rodals. We actually have both. You got the other kind in the hangar also. Never put them on. But these ones have a double hinge point. You can see the top. It's the two pipes that go up and down separate from each other, right? They hinge with the two hinge points here, one at the top, and then here on the bottom it also hinges. And here, these two. And the shock strut runs up this center tube. And so as the wheel goes up, it compresses, it lifts up this whole front tube, and that compresses the shock strut, which you can see right in here, and it goes up that tube. So what I know about the Sea Fury gear legs is they are hell for stout in the vertical component. So you can bang them on. They're a big heavy carrier airplane. You can bang them on. It's not a big deal. They bounce a little, but not a lot when you're in the landing phase. In my experience, they bounced, I never had enough energy and was never good enough to, I don't have that many hours, right, in it. So I was not that good to just grease it on or anything. So when I would come in, they would thump on and it would bounce. And I don't know how high that is, maybe a foot. And then it would plant right back down and it was just fine. It never cared. Where the weak link on the Sea Fury gear leg is right here in this section here, if I got this right, that there's not a lot of threads right here. I think that's right, where this piece goes in, maybe it's here. But this whole thing pivots. As this goes, this swings down and in and brings the gear leg with it. So all these have to pivot. I think it pivots here and here. But somewhere right in here, it shears off. So what it does not like is landing in a crab, right? Putting side loads on the gear. It will yank the gear right out of it and break it off. Which is, as Dennis says, if you get a Sea Fury headed off-road or you're going to go through the ditch on the side of the runway, says you got to knock the gear out of it and set it down on its belly, right? And so in this case, just kick the rudder a bit like you're going to start to ground loop and it should shear the gear right off. And then there you go. So in summary, the gear legs are very stout vertically for bouncing it on, but they don't like the side loads from landing in a crab. So be careful out there, will you? Cheers.